Let's take a look at the top 4 plays from the Tennessee Titans' loss to the Buffalo Bills. It's a Week 7 Tic Tac 4-pack on today's film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans. Titans fans, welcome into another film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans, your home for Tennessee Titans X's and O's. I am your host, Tyler Rowland, 25 years as a Tennessee Titans fanatic. I've covered the team for Sports Illustrated, USA Today, and hosted the #1 Tennessee Titans podcast, Locked On Titans, for 6 seasons. On today's film breakdown, we're going to be doing our Week 7 Tic Tac 4-pack, breaking down the Titans' top 4 plays from their loss against the Buffalo Bills. Yes, it was another bad loss for the Titans, but there are some good plays in there as well. We're going to look at 2 on offense. We're going to look at 2 on defense. Before I dive in, do want to remind you to get subscribed, stay subscribed for year-round free Tennessee Titans film content. Make sure you throw a thumbs up on the video, throw a Titan up down in the chat. And with that being said, as we always do, let's step into the film room. Play number 1 of our Tic Tac 4-pack is a first down early in the game for the Tennessee Titans. And one of the things that the Titans did very well in this game was get Buffalo out of their usual personnel. So Buffalo likes to play defense in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field, no matter what personnel the offense is in. So the Titans said, okay, that's fine. We're going to throw multiple tight ends out there. Nick Vanette here, Daniel Brunskill as an extra tight end. You got Chigakonkwo over here. We're going to see if you match. And what Buffalo did was they said, okay, if you're going to do that, then we're going to have to match personnel. And they have 1, 2, 3 linebackers on the field. Well, what Buffalo does on this one is they play man coverage. You have man coverage right here. And then you're going to have this linebacker right here with man coverage on Chigakonkwo. And the Titans are going to run a deep route here with Nick Westbrook-Akine. And what they're going to do is they're going to run a corner route with Chigakonkwo right here. Boom. Okay, and this is so smart because Chigakonkwo is a mismatch for a linebacker. So what you're going to see is Chigakonkwo gets out, play action fake, and now you can see it. You got the deep safety back here in DeMar Hamlin. Everybody knows DeMar. Again, you got the man coverage right here with the corner on NWI, and then you have the linebacker right here. And do you see how Chigakonkwo is bending inside? He's doing that to set up the outside break, and Mason Rudolph does a really good job of hitting him. Great completion, 26 yards, explosive pass play on first down. Our second play of the Tic Tac 4-pack from Week 7 is the Titans' only touchdown of the day. Mason Rudolph just makes a play with his legs at the end of the day, keeps the play alive, and then finds Nick Westbrook-Akine in the end zone. Mr. Reliable, NWI. But looking at this play, once again, the Titans in heavy personnel. They have 1, 2, 3 tight ends here in NWI. They're trying to sell the run. Now, Buffalo this time actually doesn't match the personnel. You have a defensive back right here instead of having 3 linebackers. They just stay in their nickel defense, which is what Buffalo wants to do. What you're going to see from the Titans is Josh Wiley is going to come up here and do kind of a deep in route. Chigakonkwo is going to run to the flat. Nick Vanette is going to come over this way and sit down, and then NWI is going to come on basically a drag route. And what he's trying to do is just find a hole in the defense. And you got to give credit to Buffalo, a very well-coached football team. Nothing is open early. Nothing's there. I mean, 31 is going to drop back on Wiley if you throw that. You have a guy running with Vanette. That's not going to be a touchdown. Chig is completely boxed out. And then NWI has multiple guys right here. So nothing's there. And that requires Mason Rudolph to play make a little bit. And he does. And right there, as he starts to go this way, you can tell that it pulls the attention of Buffalo's defenders because, I mean, if they didn't do this, Mason Rudolph could, in theory, run this in. And he's not the fastest quarterback of all time, of course, but smartly enough, Nick Westbrook-Akine, one of the smartest players that have been on the Titans for quite some years now, he just kind of slides back this way away from those defenders, and it gives Mason Rudolph a window to throw it in there, and credit to Mason Rudolph for making the play, keeping his eyes up, and throwing it in. Good catch, too. We're going to head to the defensive side of the ball for the third play of the Tic Tac 4-pack. This is a critical third down stop in the first half for the Titans, and a great play right there by Darrell Baker, who the Titans literally got off the scrap heap from the Indianapolis Colts. But here's what happens on this play. So the Titans are going to be in a cover 3 coverage, and I love the way that they set it up. So right now, Quandre Diggs looks like he's going to be the deep middle safety, okay? And what ultimately happens, though, is he's the one who rotates down into the underneath coverage, and Amani Hooker is the guy who rotates back into the deep third. So I love little things like that. Keep the quarterback guessing, especially a fantastic quarterback like Josh Allen. Ultimately, you're going to have Darrell Baker over here, who is a deep third, but the Titans play a match coverage off of their zone where after a certain amount of time when the routes are declared by the offense, you kind of turn it into man coverage so that you don't leave anybody hanging too long. You have Jarvis Brownlee Jr. over here pressing, but he's going to drop back, and ultimately he's going to make a very, very smart play on this one. You start to look at the line of scrimmage. The Titans have 6 guys right here on the line of scrimmage. Now, ultimately, you're going to see Ernest Jones and Harold Landry drop back, and then you're going to see Kenneth Murray come as the 4th rusher for the Titans. So little stuff like that. Again, just about creating confusion for the offense. Never let them understand fully what they're seeing. But what I want to show you really here is what happens when the play gets going, because it's pretty impressive stuff. So what the Bills are going to do is they're going to run a wheel route here by the running back. You're going to see 2 underneath drag routes right here. But let's focus on these 2 guys, because what you're going to have is a deep crosser and then a dig route underneath of it. Okay, I love this route combination from the Bills. It's a really good way to attack zone coverage. But what I want to show you is Quandre Diggs is coming down from that deep alignment, okay? And he's going to take this crosser right here to take that away. Harold Landry drops back in coverage and takes away Keon Coleman on the drag route. Then the wheel route right here, Roger McCreary is on that, okay? But look at this space right here. And Josh Allen starts to look. You could see he sees it. That is going to be a massive play and likely a touchdown, because Amani Hooker was on this hash and now has to go with this guy, okay? That's not going to work. And that is when Jarvis Brownlee Jr., the rookie, makes an incredibly high IQ play. He drops back. Now, he's deep third, so this is his responsibility. But he drops back right here to take this away. And what an incredible play by JBJ. And look, Josh Allen's like, oh, crap, I can't throw that now. He's going to drop back right underneath that and take that away. And now this is where the match coverage comes into play, because although Baker has deep third, he knows that the safety is going with this crosser, so he can't let this guy break over the middle of the field wide open. And Darrell Baker Jr., who just got to the Titans, makes a great play right here. Boom. Right at the catch point, right in the guy's hip, knocks the ball away, forces a punt. Great stuff. Our 4th and final play of the Tic Tac 4-pack from Week 7 is Arden Key's sack on Josh Allen. And this was critical because the Titans had just made a turnover, and this set the Bills' drive completely back and prevented them from getting points. So what the Titans are going to run here is a cover 4 coverage. Now, I like that they have Amani Hooker down here looking like it's going to be cover 3, showing a single high look. But actually what's going to happen is Hooker is going to drop back before the snap and play his inside quarter. Quandre Diggs playing his inside corner. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is going to play his inside corner. And one of the rules of cover 4 when you're an outside cornerback is if your guy goes vertical, you got to go with him. That's one of the fundamental rules of playing cover 4. So you're going to see this wide receiver over here. I think it's Keon Coleman. He's going to come inside a little bit before he gets vertical, but Darrell Baker does a great job of playing by the rules here and going vertical with him as well. And then you're going to have underneath zone defenders. But the coverage here makes it so that Josh Allen doesn't really have anywhere to go, and that's what allows Arden Key to get the sack. So you have the sit-down route right here, 2 guys on it. You could flip it out here, but Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is waiting over there. This vertical route, Amani Hooker's sitting on it. This guy's going to break in, but Ernest Jones is right there. And then, of course, Darrell Baker Jr. is running vertical with this route. So there's really nowhere to go for Josh Allen here. And Arden Key gets in there pretty quick and makes a play. We'll take a look at the end zone view since the line of scrimmage is very important to this play. You have Arden Key over here in his edge rush alignment, and he's just going to split these offensive linemen. Like, look how he does that. Arden Key is not a fantastic player, but he does have quickness. He does have length. And look how he splits those guys. He sets up the offensive lineman with the outside move and then cuts back inside, is able to get through with strength, and then throw Josh Allen to the ground. Good play by Arden Key in the defense. Titans fans, I hope you guys enjoyed that Week 7 Tic-Tac 4-pack. I know that there is a lot of animosity and a lot of anger in the fan base right now with the 1-5 start, and justifiably so. But there still is some good in there as well. Coming up on the channel later this week, I'm going to have a film breakdown on Mason Rudolph's performance. Also, probably going to take a look at Nicholas Petit-Ferrer's poor performance in this game. Maybe finally look at the run game, as I've been talking about doing for quite some time, because Dylan Radins and Peter Skoronski are really playing some good football at guard for the Titans. But with that being said, that is going to do it for me today and do it for today's film breakdown. Make sure that you throw a thumbs up on the video, throw a Titan up down in the chat, get subscribed, stay subscribed for year-round free Tennessee Titans content. And as I tell you guys every time, tighten up.